Well, I have been a Quaker for about 13 or 14 years, and we had been looking for a meeting house for a long time. We were alerted to this meeting house through a realtor, and my group, Quakers, our friends, as I might refer to them, were virtually unanimous in their idea that this could work. Of course, we needed to make it usable, so it was a complete gut. And so in this was also the idea that members of meeting would be able to contribute what they could. One of the contributions that I offered was stained glass. Now Quakers are not big on ornamentation, and Quaker meeting houses are typically very plain. That's one of the tenets of Quakerism that most of us hold dear, is simplicity. But what I offered was a design that would have gone in a part of the meeting house that wasn't front and center, that wasn't where our actual silent meeting is held, but was instead toward the entryway. And so the design that I came up with reflected what I thought my community was symbolizing and embodying as important. And so the image that I chose was a hand making a quilt. And of course that symbolizes the diversity of our members being unified as patches of cloth are in a quilt, and also the hands actively making this happen. It doesn't happen by itself. This is a directed action through the hands representing the actions of friends within the community. So the symbolism can just basically be taken to mean that many separate things are drawn together into one through the action of sewing, which reflects indirectly on Quaker process. Sewing is typically not an action that happens with great speed unless you have an electric sewing machine. But the hand sewing, which is depicted in the image that I have designed, hand sewing is stitch by stitch. You're making something one little bit at a time, an eighth of an inch at a time. And so if you can imagine that painstaking eighth of an inch at a time over a quilt that's fairly large, it's understood why quilt making is something that's not done by everyone, that takes a while and is valued. Okay, bye everybody.
All right, good night, Tony.